It's time for some real world news from Trax News. So, carjacking, shootings, killings are all up. For some reason the audio doesn't work on here, but a family is getting either carjacked or they're getting robbed on the side of the street. Gunshots fired, whatever it might be. This is happening all over the place. Let's take a look at whatever else is going on out there, courtesy of Seb Jitsu 3.5. Here, husband almost gets Asper Marketplace shot trying to stop a guy who stole his car. Let's take a look. I guess that's the guy that stole his car. Oh, there it is. Somebody ran up in his car, tried to take it out of the drive place. Oh, he's getting dragged along for the ride. Crime is up. People are desperate. They're desperate to get their hands on money, and they're at the bottom of the barrel, something that the news media refuses to explain and say. You watch the news, and it's a complete falsification of reality. There's so much happening. Let's say you put in news in Google News and see what comes up. Oh, here it is. Number one thing, Georgia Secretary of State's office launches investigation into Trump's phone call. This motherfucker's not even in office. And it's about Trump and a phone call, right? So you contrast the reality of what's going on in the street where, here's a fucking guy that is beating on a cop with a stick and the cop refuses to fucking shoot him. He doesn't even have a taser. He's a sheriff. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, as well aware, compared to George Floyd or any of these other people that get abused, mostly people of color, and this guy gets away with hitting them with a fucking stick. Because they see themselves. They see themselves, and they think they understand these people, and that's that. He takes 8 shots to the fucking chest. You could see, it's viewer discretion is advised. But if you grew up in a world where you saw reality, you would have been better off. Anyway, take a look at the breath escaping from his fucking mouth as he gets shot. Click, 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 click. This shit just fucking puffs right out of him as the bullets travel through his fucking lungs. Obviously deranged, and a lot of people are deranged on that level. Man slashed across his face, in the New York City subway. Look what they did to this man. People are frustrated. Violence is coming back, and who knows how high it's going to go. That's happening across the country, and that's the reality. But on the headlines on CNN, Georgia Secretary of State. These are the most low-life human beings possible, and the sad thing is that, I like the fact that we have Trax News and we can communicate about what's going on in the world, but I can't even grow this channel because it's dangerous to speak the truth. I can only rock with the 21,000 people that are here and whoever watches this on YouTube, and the less the better at this point. Would reduce poverty but cause jobs. I don't know what they're talking about there. Inside Biden world's plan to push the GOP for opposing COVID relief. It's all games. It's all games. It's all bullshit. There's an underlying reality as far as economics and the social structure of this country, which is completely decaying. And particularly because it's built on illusion and it's built on lies. People are walking around. The president said this today. They're covering things that don't matter. While in the street, violence is increasing. And people don't have a chance or don't have an opportunity. $1.9 trillion, $2.2 trillion, $2.5 trillion, $3 trillion, all this fucking vast amounts of money and wealth was never invested properly to give people a chance to get a proper job or give them a chance for some decent employment. And some of these people aren't even unemployable to begin with. They all fell far behind, empty pockets. You turn on Instagram, everyone's chilling, everyone's on a yacht, everyone's with models and Patek Philippe's. And you go out there and you have $18, $15 in your pocket. You owe a bunch of people that you never got back. All you have is your car that you're behind on the payments for, and you get in it and you go and rob somebody. And that's happening, and that trend is growing until things are done properly. Why is it like this? Well, they didn't take the proper steps for COVID. They didn't take the proper steps for the economy. They took half-assed steps, and you have a half-assed result. Can't have a good result with a bunch of half-assed people walking around. So that's pretty much it on the world stage, I guess. I mean, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more that came around. Ocasio-Cortez, she was under siege, but then she was really not even there to begin with. She was, this and bad people doing bad things, degrading the state of mind of this entire nation. It is becoming a place of stupid people, right? I don't want to pick on Latin American countries, Honduras or whatever, but when I see them and I see their president is just a fucking moron wearing a suit, you don't know how to develop an economy, you don't know how to take care of people, and that's why in the street, if someone has a Porsche Panamera in Honduras, people run up on them, pull them out their car, and kidnap them, okay? There's a couple of people who exploit the natural resources of the country, take that money, the rest are left in poverty, and then they put on a suit and they get on TV and they think that they're, another nation of some sort. They think that they're, doing things, the European way or like Japan or this. And now you're just wearing a suit talking shit. That's happening in this country. You should be aware of it. But I think this nation has some resilience to it, and I'm hoping it's going to bounce back and we're going to solve these things. But when and how, we still got a lot to go. So this is my little update for you guys right now. Talk soon.